Hey my friends, this is Nick Logan. That's a Jonathan Budd thing. God, how things are ingrained. Hey my friends. Anyway, it's Thursday morning sitting here. We are on our Empower Tide trip to San Diego. Stayed up to about 2 in the morning. I woke up about 6 and had some burning thoughts in my head, so I figured, you know what, while everyone's sleeping, I'll get up and get them on video. So I want to talk specifically today about limiting beliefs. I've kind of realized in the last couple days some of the limiting beliefs that have popped up in my life over and over and over again that I didn't realize in the past were actually there. So the thing is, your thoughts and your things that happen in different past experiences, different conversations you have in your head, they're going to keep popping up. The importance is that just realizing when they do pop up, and you can just get rid of them. The other day Raven Star gave us a really good hint. Her and Sage Hope talked about a very powerful concept. I've heard other people talk about it in one way or another, but when those limiting beliefs come up, you just say cancel, 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 or delete, delete, delete. Something to interrupt that brain and bring the awareness that you are thinking a limiting thought at the moment. I'm going to give you a couple examples, powerful examples, peek into my personal life and how things have progressed in my life, and some of the limiting beliefs that I still have that I didn't realize I had until just a couple days ago. But I want to start off by talking about Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer is watching I don't know if I was listening to him. I've listened to quite a bit and I've watched quite a few of his videos. Wayne Dyer has several books out. I'm sure you've heard of him. But one of the things he talks about is one of the very first activities that you ever participated in life was a competition, and you won. If you think about it, when your life was created, there's millions and millions and millions and millions of these sperm all fighting for one egg. And guess what? You won. Whatever combination that was, that is what formed you. If you think about that, that's pretty powerful. He teaches that to kids in school. So out of these millions and millions and millions of sperm that you're competing with, you won, and it formed out to be you. So the very first activity that you ever participated in was a major win, a major obstacle, and so you must be something special. And obviously you are something special. We all come from the same source, not to get metaphysical and nothing wrong with that, but we all come from the same source if you think about it. So there's a point to that. So a couple of my limiting beliefs, you're kind of delving into some personal stuff that I'm going to share with you, but the reason I'm sharing it with you is because you may have similar beliefs, you may have similar thoughts that are going on in your head, and this might spark an awareness. When we were invited to go hang out with Raven, we're going to hang out with her again today, just chat, do some things for a short time today. The whole time when we were going over there, I'm thinking, why are we going to Ravens? Why are we going there? Not that I didn't want to. I knew she was an extraordinary person that I would love to meet and love to learn from and love to have in my life. But I was thinking, why does Raven want me at her house? And honestly, I was thinking that, and I actually mentioned it to Carrie, and I said, I didn't know how to quite put it, but I was like, what's going on? Why are we going over there? And it wasn't about like why I didn't want to hang out with her or why I didn't want to meet her. It was about why does she want to hang with me? So that was just a block in my head. We had a 2-hour meeting. Supposedly it was a 2-hour scheduled meeting. That we're just going to hang out and share some ideas and things like that. Well, it turned into like a 10-hour meeting where it was fun. I mean, we just had a blast. We shared some ideas. We laughed. We went and had dinner. Just all kind. I mean, we just sat around a campfire. Figuratively, we sat around the campfire and just shared ideas and listened and communicated and just. So that was the reason I was there. There was a specific reason why I was supposed to be there that day, and I didn't realize it. It all comes down to I wasn't quite sure that I had the value, and this is pretty, the dumb thoughts that go on in your head is stupid when you say it out loud, I just didn't feel like I had the value to share, and obviously I wouldn't have been there unless I did. So another example, my two main mentors that I've been following for over 3 years, and these two people have been a major influence on my life, and this actually hit home even harder because I know who Raven Star is, but I haven't been following her for quite a long time. It was just kind of one of those things, but it really hit home yesterday when we had lunch with Jonathan Budd and Katie Freiling, because those two people I've been exclusively following for the last 3.5 years. And the whole deal is, we're talking about limiting beliefs, limiting thoughts, things that are holding you back. And I had a huge epiphany, a huge awareness yesterday when we hung out with them. I was really looking forward to it because I feel like I know them, but I wasn't quite sure that they knew who I was, because I'm following them. They're not quite, I mean, they have thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of people that are on their lists, people that follow them religiously, that check out their blogs on a daily basis. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, they don't really know who I am. I mean, how could they know who Nick Logan is? It's dumb when you say it out loud. It's really dumb. But I had a huge epiphany. So we're hanging out having lunch, and they obviously do know who I am. I mean, I've been out there. I've been implementing some of the things that they've been doing. And, you know, I've communicated with them several times, but still, in my mind, in my cancerous thoughts that people have, that we have, that keep coming back, that you have to have that awareness and delete. So basically, we're all sitting around and just having a good time and talking about business stuff, talking about life, talking about, you know, how good the food is there, what San Diego's all about, and just really kind of talking like friends and basically catching up. And that's the power of social media, is making those connections. But so we get towards the end of the day, and you know, they're about to leave, and Jonathan had to get back to work, so he had to leave. But everyone kind of that was with us was along the same path as I was, and of course we want to get a picture with Jonathan. And so I'm thinking in the back of my mind, honestly, I don't even know if Jonathan knows who I am. So everyone's getting pictures, and then they go, "Hey, Nick, you want to get a picture?" I'm like, no, Jonathan's got to get back to work. And everyone's like, "Get over here." And Jonathan goes, "Get over here, Nick." He's like, "I remember you from way back in the GRN days. I mean, that was way back then." And I almost got a little emotional. So Jonathan was basically saying, "That's silly, get over here. I mean, you were old school, Nick. You were with me in the day when I was, you know, just getting started, when I was just starting to get some momentum," basically is what he was saying. And he remembered that. And that limiting belief that was in my head is that I was invisible. So it was very powerful, and I could tell that he was sincere. Like, of course, he remembered that. I didn't tell him that. And so the point is that talking to some other people, I was like, we went to the beach, and this kind of hit me as like, I have some limiting beliefs, and I want to talk about it. And so I was talking to Carrie about it, and Carrie said, "Think about this for a minute. Do you have students in your community that pop up in your mind?" And I said, "Yeah, of course I do. I mean, you know, there's some very high quality people out there. I can see that value in other people." And I said, "Yeah, of course I do." And he said, "Well, why do they stand out to you?" And I said, "Well, because when I teach something, or when you teach something, they actually go out there and implement it." And this is a key point here. So they actually go out and implement it, and they have great attitudes, and they're just quality people in general. And he goes, "Well, what did you do when you first started following Jonathan? What did you do when you first started following Katie?" I was like, sometimes you can't see what's going on in yourself. Other people can see the value in you before you can. So, you know, I'm sure I'm not the only person out there that has these limiting beliefs. I'm just being raw and real right now. So hopefully that helps.